Okay, open your ELA notebooks to the grammar section and then go to the next blank page. Today we are going to have grammar lesson number 9. So grammar lesson number 9 is going to be called pronouns. Okay, your I can statement is I can identify pronouns within a sentence. Okay, we talked about, we talked about in class that a pronoun is a special kind of noun. So what exactly is that? It's a word that we use to replace another noun. So let's write down the definition of a pronoun. A pronoun is a word that is used in place of one or more nouns or pronouns. A pronoun is a word that is used in place of one or more nouns or pronouns. Okay, underline the word pronoun. All right, here are some examples of different pronouns. So examples would be words like she, he, it, us, we, our, and so on. You can go over a list of those in class tomorrow. Okay, and being able to identify them in a sentence is just simply knowing what the pronouns are, first of all, and then seeing if there are any other words that are being used to talk about another noun within your sentence. So here's an example. When Cindy Davis came to the bus stop, when Cindy Davis came to the bus stop, she was wearing a cast. Okay, so what's the pronoun in our sentence? When Cindy Davis came to the bus stop, she was wearing a cast. Looking above, I told you that she was one of our pronouns. So we're going to put a little box around the word she. Who is she referring to in our sentence? When Cindy Davis came to the bus stop, she was wearing a cast. She is referring to Cindy Davis. Okay, so she is taking the place of our noun, Cindy Davis. We could have said, when Cindy Davis came to the bus stop, Cindy Davis was wearing a cast. But that's repetitive. It's boring. We try to use, English has so many different words to replace other words to keep our language interesting. So this is one way of doing that, is replacing nouns with pronouns to help keep it different and not so repetitive. Here's another example. The trees and bushes are dry. The trees and bushes are dry, semicolon. They should be watered. They should be watered. Okay. The pronoun in this sentence is they. Let's put a box around it. And the trees and bushes are dry, they should be watered. What is they referring to? It's not a person in this case, it's actually two things, trees and bushes. So it is referring to trees and also to bushes. Okay. Here's another example. This stable is large. This stable is large. It has stalls for 30 horses. So this stable is large, period. It has stalls for many horses. Okay, so the pronoun in these two sentences together is it. Okay, now it is referring actually back to the sentence before that. What has stalls for many horses? The stable had stalls for many horses. So it's not just replacing the noun that's in the sentence as the sentence continues. It can also be used, it can be replacing the noun of a previous sentence that we've seen before. Okay, I'm going to give you a little bit of practice. So put a star, right, practice. Let's see if you can identify the pronouns in the sentences and also who or what this pronoun is being used to replace. So here's the first one. My aunt sold her car. My aunt sold her car. Okay, so what I'd like you to do is to put a box around the pronoun, just like we did up here, and then draw an arrow to the word that that pronoun is replacing. So which one is it talking about or replacing later in the sentence? Here's another one, number 2. Anthony wrecked his bike last week. All right, and let's do one more. Let's see. Sarah was told about her homework last night. Okay, so just to review, a pronoun, take your highlighter now, a pronoun is a word that is used in place of one or more pronouns. Okay. All right, please complete your practice at the bottom, and I'll see you tomorrow.